Rollerblading is dangerous. Please don't try this at home. And YouTube made me issue this warning because they keep taking down my bloody videos. Mesmer have treated us to some absolutely amazing videos in recent years. There was Mesmer Rising, then there was RV There Yet. Last year we got NYC Volume 1, and this week they've just released XXX, or XXX, whatever, who cares. The video kicks off with some chilled skate park clips, that is until a guy shows up on a quad bike and treats the place like his own personal assault course. The video has some nice Gabriel Adriani clips in it. The more I see of that guy, the more I like him. It's gonna take a lot for me to love him more than his brother Jason Adriani, but we're getting there. Although, this footage has now got me suspicious that one of the main reasons Billy got him on the Mesmer team was just so that he could cook them beautiful Italian food when they went on tour. If that is one of the reasons, that is deviously clever and I am there for it. But what Gabriel Adriani has done to those skates is nothing short of criminal. Painted skates never look good, people. The video also treats us to some nice Billy O'Neill clips, like this beautiful grabbed backslide. And fair play to Billy for taking on this rail because it looks sketchy as hell. I also love this gap over the rail to Trousseau by Levy Van Rijn. Sheesh! It reminded me of that Sean Darce clip in the Them NYC video that Mike Torres made, where he does gap over the rail to Trousseau on a step. Or is it True Porn Star? I'm pretty sure it was Trousseau.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Don Bruce also has some nice footage in it, like this beautiful line that involves a bunch of Macchio variations. But in this video, John Bellino absolutely stole the show by once again just being an absolute joy to watch. I swear to God, every time I see John Bellino footage, it just seems to get better and better, and this is no exception. This double wall ride to then back torque in a line, absolutely beautiful. He then proceeded to do 2 more lines down it, which were equally impressive, although the double wall ride thing, that caught me out because I need to watch that a couple of times, so I'm definitely saying that was my favourite one out of the 3. And this last trick was an absolute mindfuck. Backside heel tap to frontside royale. Or would you just call it a heel tap to front royale? I'm sure there's probably some people out there that would even call it true spin heel tap to frontside royale. Those people are weirdos. My only complaint about the video, not enough Mark Moreno. Sure, he had this one stylish clip at the start, but one clip is not enough. We need more Mark Moreno. Although he was filming the entire project, so it's a bit of a reach to ask the guy to do 2 things at once. If you haven't seen it yet, check it out, and while you're at it, go onto the Mesmer site, Dish Royal site, and pick up some of their soft goods. Their brown cap was pretty much the highlight of Winter Clash. It seemed like everyone with a head was wearing one. The Idleminds boys are back at it again. I'm pretty sure they only released a section like last month, or an edit last month, but they've got another one out. They were at Winter Clash 2023, so they filmed some street in Eindhoven and Amsterdam. It's pretty much all ledge skating, or if I remember rightly, but all those guys are really good at ledge skating. There's some very good clips in there. I particularly like the 270 backside Unity to Royale, because I love a Unity. Also, it's got a heap of Sean Collette clips in there. Huge fan of Sean Collette. He does this really nice sunny day down the infamous spot in Eindhoven.
For a sober mind, young and you can hug the block, but it won't hug back to the do and the squeeze.
He does an exceptional toe roll round a curve where he just looks as if he could hold it forever. And there's a bunch of other ledge footage in there. He's got some really nice lines. Check it out, link in description. A nice surprise release we got recently was Ivan Narez uploaded a video of Joe Atkinson skating in San Francisco. Has anyone noticed that Ivan has got a trait of creating some cinematic masterpiece Having a premiere for it and then just not releasing it for a couple of years, sometimes even several years. He did it with Valo 6. He had the premieres, then just didn't bring it out for ages and left us all suffering. He did it with Hermanos, had a premiere. I think he had more than one premiere, and then never publicly released it on any kind of platform like YouTube or Vimeo. And he's done it again with this one, because this footage was filmed back in 2021 and it's only just seeing the light of day now. It's got this really beautiful, soft focus, cinematic, romantic feeling about it in Showcase in San Francisco, and Joe's skating just goes beautifully with it, because when he skates it is just poetry in motion. You can see him doing loads of lines down hills, you can see him cruising around, and it's just an absolute joy to watch. As elegant as it is though, there are still some really good tricks in there, like this frontside to 450 off that he does on this rail. You may recognise that spot. I think it was the Ender spot in the Brain Dead Them Skates video. Alex Broskow does a transfer from the higher rail to the lower rail, and I think he 450s off as well. Can't remember. You also get to see that cess slide that he did in the rain. That was in Joe's Instagram quite a while ago. It might not have been the exact same cess slide, but it was at that spot. And you also get to see him do a cess slide to grind onto the steps, which is very clever. And this ender line combined with this last trick is just unbelievably beautiful to look at. The way he just casually cruises up there and switches up on top of that thing, which looks a little bit precarious, and he just makes it look like the easiest thing on earth. If Ivan is working on any projects now or filming anything this year, we can look forward to seeing it in 2027. We're halfway through the video, so I want to give a giant shout out to my Patreon supporters. They are listed on the screen now. You can join the Wheel Scene Patreon for as little as £3 a month. There is a bunch of videos on there that are just going to stay on Patreon. They're never going to be on YouTube, and the support is greatly appreciated. Also got these t-shirts available. They are slate green with an orange print. It is free postage if you live in the UK and £5 postage if you live anywhere in the world. So yeah, pick one up. USD have just released a bunch of raw footage from the Shadow Eugen Enin 3 promo, and if you've ever thought to yourself that Eugen Enin is incredibly naturally talented, very creative, very stylish, very much in control of everything he does on skates, all of these things are true, but this video proves beyond any doubt that Eugen Enin is willing to enter the Hurt Locker as many times as it takes in order to deliver a classic section. Some of the falls he takes are unbelievably brutal and not for the faint-hearted, and are enough to put anyone off rollerblading. Just as a recap, section, reality, section, reality, section, reality. Although he's got a long way to go if he wants to beat Yozenk's portrayal of a crash test dummy being thrown off a roof in Portugalia. That clip does not get less brutal with age, but I did like Yo's Oscar-worthy celebration when he landed the drop-in. That was one hell of a performance. This video also proves that Eugen Enin is a mental perfectionist. Here you can see him struggling with this rail to 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 rail transfer. Despite the fact that he lands it and it looks perfectly fine, he is not happy with it, so keeps going. This one I'll give him, when he came off he looked a little bit awkward, but most people would have still taken it, myself included. And it's only on this attempt when he holds it just right and comes off just the way that he wants it that he'll accept it. Like I said, mental. Massive shout out to Scotland's Scott Quinn, who also did this reel. He did it several years ago. I think he did it in his Elite Series section that Jonas Hansen made. He did a sunny day down it and it was absolutely flawless. You also see him battling this kink reel where he does topsoul to 450 back royale. Most people would be happy to just land it and roll away, but Eugen is unimpressed because he lands forwards. Then he lands this second one, which looks perfectly fine, but I'm guessing he thought it was far side. Only the third attempt where he rolls away on the top side will he take. Nut job. Eugen, just accept distinctly average landings like the rest of us. Stop being greedy. If you haven't seen the Eugen Enin 3 promo yet, you're clearly living under a rock with no Wi-Fi, but I'll leave it in the description so you can check it out after you finish watching this video though, yeah? Speaking of Eugen Enin, Borkland Zoo have got more merch out, they've got new clothing out. It's not more Flameboy outfits, thank God. They've brought out some super baggy denim because baggy is back in fashion. Tell your friends. And they also released this promo to show off their new gear. The denim is available now from their online shop, so you can take your Flameboy jersey that you bought a couple of years ago, throw it on the fire, where it belongs, and rock some baggy jeans. Here's a fun little fact. Mushroom Blading currently earn more money from their Patreon page than almost all of your favourite pro skaters do from all of their sponsors combined. So why are more pro skaters not using this platform? Anyone? That's all I've got for this week. We've got a bunch of events coming up. Spring Cup is fast approaching. I am predicting that we're going to see Mikael Witzeman's Pro USD sway there, whether it's in an official promo or just seeing him on the course with it. I'm also thinking that them are going to drop another release because that's normally their pattern, but I think there's going to be quite a lot to look forward to. On top of that, there's another event at the end of the summer in Copenhagen, so have a look out for that. I'll put the details on the screen now. And yeah, let me know which stories you found most interesting. Let me know your thoughts on them. Let me know if you think Eugen Enin is an absolute psychopath that clearly enjoys pain because he takes far too much of a beating for my liking. And yeah, speak to you guys soon.